It is Bruins Benders post-game live on the Inside the Rink YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe and follow us on all the social media at Bruins Benders. What's your sip tonight? You'll need a few. Bruins lose again tonight. I don't know, 6-2, 7-2, 100-2, doesn't matter. Tonight they lose again, going over on this road trip. And at this point, it seems that they may not win again.
Yes, but they have over 20 shots tonight. So
did they get over 20?
That shit going for them. Yeah, they're at 24 right now.
24?
Yeah, 24. 38-24. There's 20-ish seconds left.
Okay.
Yeah, they're going to lose 6-2, it looks like. Yeah, I mean, just watching this team do anything is hard to watch. Hard to and like I said, I tweeted it out, like we are angling for sainthood to be live at 12:38 in the morning.
God. Yeah.
So 12:38. We're live at 12:38 in the morning. I don't know why. Angling for sainthood, or we're just idiots.
We're just dumb. I mean, I don't know. Saints.
I think that's what it is.
We're not saints at all.
No, because
we're not saints at all.
I swear too much to be a saint.
Well, is it 6-2 still?
Yeah, it ended 6-2.
Okay, 6-2. Okay, so that's 12 times. 12 that the Bruins have lost by 4 goals or more on the road this season. 12th time. You only play 41.
Here's another thing for you, and I tweeted this out earlier. When it was 4-1 at the end of the second, I knew it was over, because you know when the last time they scored more than 4 goals in a game was? February 1st.
February for almost 2 months.
Almost 2 months ago.
Yeah.
They beat the Rangers 6-3 on February 1. That was
over a month before the deadline.
That was the last time they scored more than 4 goals. They have not scored 5 since then. They had that game, they had 6. And they've scored 4, I believe, twice since then.
Wow.
They beat the Lightning 4-0, and I believe they had another game where they won 4-3. But yeah,
let's talk briefly about the Bruins defensive core, and namely like Parker Wotherspoon and Ian Mitchell and Michael Callahan, with on that goal that was scored.
Yeah, I mean,
where he just couldn't keep it in, lost the battle. That wasn't much of a battle. Then he gets one off his ass or leg or foot or whatever that goes in, and then he cross-checks a guy in the throat. I mean,
and then the guy beat the bag out of him. Later in the game. That was his first professional fight, I believe.
Oh, it looked it, because he looked like me out there, he was completely hunched over and just kind of throwing lefts over his head,
I mean, he looked okay early. He was getting some jabs in, but I mean, he didn't have a very good hold of the guy's sweater. So, then you knew he was going to end up getting tagged at some point.
Well, he got.
But yeah, I mean, look, those guys are not NHL defensemen, and as much as I want to shit on those guys, and I have on Wotherspoon and Mitchell especially, because they're. They've been in the NHL longer than Callahan has. But, they're missing McAvoy and Lindholm. Those guys wouldn't be here if the Bruins didn't have injuries. So as much as you want to shit on those guys and say, they're part of the reason you lost, I mean, that's not the reason. It's not.
No, it's not. Of course, it's not the reason.
It's not, because it's the entire collection of the thing. If this team has the worst puck luck in the history of the world, but as many people have said throughout years, you make your own luck. Bad teams have bad luck because you're in the wrong spot doing the wrong shit at the wrong time, and then the puck hits you and goes in. What is Pavel Zacha doing, standing directly in the crease? And the puck hits his chest and goes in the net. What the fuck are you doing, standing in the blue paint, having a puck go off you and into the net?
I don't know I just feel like Pavel Zacha has not been good the last
No,
like not at all.
A few games. He hasn't been good all year long.
I know. He's just been bad. And tonight there was a play where he was on to the left of the goaltender in the circle, wide open, ready to kind of one time it. And whoever passed it to him passed it, but he like wasn't ready to one time it. Then it's into his like feet, and then he tries to shoot it, and he airmails it over the net. Like.
Was that the feed from Lysell when he was on like the bottom of the right wing circle?
Yes, and he fed it over to him.
Yeah, that was a great pass. And if he was ready to shoot, it was probably a goal, but he wasn't.
He wasn't ready to go.
No.
So it looked like the guy put it into his feet, but he put it into his own feet. Like and then the airmail.
It's ready to shoot. I mean, you one time that thing, and it's off your stick and like goal scorers one time that, and it's ready to go.
It's in the net. Like you saw Nathan McKinnon tonight, where he had a one timer from the left side, where it looked like he was in practice. He was just like straight leg, just standing up, just one time into the net, a rocket. But it looked like he wasn't even trying. It looked like he was in warm ups, and it went in. Like Zacha's just Zacha. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
what you got.
There's the Bruins don't have guys who want to score goals around the net, other than Geekie and maybe Pastrnak. Like they don't have guys ready to shoot. They have a team full of fucking deferring pass first assholes is what they have. Like
they do.
I mean, for fuck's sake, like you watch Charlie Coyle back in the day, like roll down the slot and then fucking pass it to the wing where the guy has a worse opportunity to shoot the puck. Like what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Yeah.
And it's throughout the entire team. Everyone does it. And no one's ready to shoot when you get near the net. Like if you're near the net, be ready to shoot. When you get at the point, be ready to shoot. I mean, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. Between Zacha and Lindholm, like just that's bad.
No wonder you can't get more than 20 shots on goal. Nobody wants to fucking shoot it ever.
Yeah.
I mean, for fuck's sake.
Somebody goes around the net to the other side. Yeah.
Puck.
No one gains the center of the ice.
The whole rimming the puck around to the other team, that's fucking beautiful. I mean, what kind of offense is this? You just bring it in the zone and then you fucking throw it around the boards to the other team on the other side of the fucking net. I've never seen offense like that before in my life. It's like, here, we're going to get it into the zone, and as soon as we possess it, we're going to turn it over. We're just going to give it away.
How many times are they going to carry it? All the way down the wing, all the way behind the net, all the way back up the other side, and then either lose it or get it back to the point. He gets the shot blocked or he fans on it. Oh my God, it's just the same.
And look, I'm all set with Yoki Hayu Makar out there too.
I mean,
that guy can go fuck himself now. I'm out.
On the goal that slid in on Korpisalo, the goal that was a terrible goal.
Yeah,
like Yoki Haru goes behind the net and literally like plays it like he's stoking a fire, like just like this, and the guy just takes the puck, and goes to the right to the to the short side, and Korpisalo off his angle just didn't give a shit, I guess.
Yeah,
and I mean, that goes in.
Yeah, I mean, I can't blame him at that.
Look at that roster, and like that's a team that's kind of tied with you right now. Seventh spot, seventh worst, whatever it is.
They just jumped over you.
They just jumped over, but that lineup is so much better than yours.
Oh my God,
that lineup is so much better than yours, and that's not a good team.
No,
at all. And Frank Vetrano can just body slammed Parker Wotherspoon.
Parker Wotherspoon is a gigantic pussy. It seems.
Oh my God, he's just not very good. And you know what? They need to move on from him. They need to move on from Yoki Haru. They need to move on from Koepke. What happened to Cole Koepke? He was like a world beater 3 weeks in. They need any UFA. They just need to move on from. The only guy they should sign is Geekie. The rest of them should just go. RFAs, UFAs, I don't give a shit. All of them. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Like just start again. Get another guy. Another guy. Like I don't give a. These guys don't do anything at all.
No
more Vinny Lettieri. No more third tour of duty. Like no more Jaukb Lauko. No more third tour of duty.
Nope.
Like enough retreads. Enough 4A players. Enough. Like enough 32-year-olds playing center. when you have a bunch of young guys who could go in there and play. Like,
Yeah.
give Riley Duran a chance in there, or somebody, Farinach, or
scored.
somebody else. I don't want to fucking watch Patrick Brown.
Oh, no, you don't.
I don't.
No, you don't. Hey, what's your sip tonight? I have straight vodka. What are you drinking?
I am empty-handed. I'm sorry. I wish, but I did get my rocks glasses today.
I got some Tito's in a beautiful Benders mug that is dishwasher safe.
Oh, that's dishwasher safe too. You got to get one of those to match the other thing. We got to get some shot glasses too. Let's just go right down.
Yeah,
the line.
we should do the shot glasses. Connor, should we do shot glasses?
Yeah,
is that a thing?
Of course we can. Of course we can. Make it happen.
I'll see what I can do.
Fox Guy 67. It's got the Harpoon IPA. Hey,
Ooh,
I'll tell you what. Harpoon Fest is in May, I believe. That's a great take. I went there
we're going
summers ago. Let's go to that thing.
We're going.
That's a great take.
We're
right
going
down in the seaport.
You know what we should do? We should stay over in the seaport and do that thing, and then just walk home.
Get blasted.
Yeah, I mean, get blasted, and then just walk home. Yeah,
and then just get.
How far is Encore from there?
It's far.
It's far.
It's not.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not like you wouldn't walk there, especially intoxicated.
It's not a walk.
All right.
No.
Well, if you guys would rather stay at Encore, I may know a guy. He would probably go to both with you and cover the dealio. Your friend and mine.
Then yes.
Really?
Then yes.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's kind of silly.
Yeah, we'll stay at Encore and then go to Harpoon Fest. You twist my fucking arm. Yeah, I'll do it. Sure.
Yeah,
I'm in.
Just gotta send me the dates.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
You can't scroll. Can you not scroll through?
I'm looking for Skip. I'll tell you what. I looked at the comment section. It's like second period. There's like 50 comments in there already.
Make Connor find the sips. Connor can find.
Yeah, go find some sips for us.
We'll talk amongst ourselves. Find the sips.
I'll tell you what. We today be the bartender with a wonderful blueberry margarita type thing with muddled blueberries. That was fucking delicious, and some lavender something or other in there.
Can you drink lavender? Isn't that
I'll tell you what, lavender is a really good flavor. Like a lavender liqueur. There's lavender liqueurs out there.
There is,
or it's this lavenders like they go in like coffee syrups.
Without telling me you're domesticated.
I'm telling you that lavender's a pretty good flavor.
I like lavender as a scent. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, and it's a calming thing.
It is calming. Absolutely, yeah. It's calming.
I mean, let's be honest. You could use a little of that. Sometimes.
I could use a little of that. I could use it during the Bruins games. I should be bathing in lavender during a Bruins game. It should just be. I should have all the candles. I should have a fucking.
You're just in a hot tub of lavender.
Yeah, I should. Yeah. You should, because I can't handle it otherwise. I was just telling Connor before you got on with your audio and technical difficulties that we should really be doing Bruins like a watch party. We'll just come on here, do a post game live, but it'll just be us watching the game with the people, and they can comment and we'll comment. And I tell you, I think it would the people would enjoy it because it's just me swearing at the TV the whole time. I'm like, can you fucking catch a pass? Like
that's a much better obstructed view. Unobstructed view. We could call it obstructed view.
We should call it obstructed views.
Yeah.
You think we would get sued by Nesson? I think we probably would. Connor would know more about that because he's into the trademarks and all that stuff.
Zach K says, lavender or blueberries. Do you put cucumbers on your eyes when you drink it?
Yeah, I think he does.
Yeah.
He has a full mud mask on.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, he's waxing parts of his anatomy. He's doing it all. He's getting all dolled up for you guys. He needs
there's a prep. There's a prep that has to happen.
He needs to primp. Yeah. He needs to manicure and pedicure. Tell you, back in the day, we had a different podcast, and Matty Berry was talking up pedicures, and I went to get one.
And you went.
I did, because I never had one before. Matt was talking them up, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. But I went to the wrong place though.
You did.
remember?
That was funny. That was a funny story. I remember that.
I had a gift certificate to the one that I went to, and I went to the wrong place and tried to give him the gift certificate.
Right, and she didn't speak English, and you were like,
She didn't speak
there was an
English. And I was
exchange.
trying to give it to her, and then she's just kind of like smiling at me. And finally, she found someone that spoke English and was like, I'm not going to do the accent.
That's not here. Yeah, that's not here.
She was like, no, we don't take this.
Save the accent for the off-air show.
Yeah, save the accent.
Yeah, that'll be subscription only because people are gonna have to pay if they want me to, get canceled. They're gonna have to pay for it. They're gonna
you're Mr. McGlue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So good times. You can go back in the archives and find that if you look hard enough.
You can. Yes, you can. You can. But yeah, you did like the pedicure. You did.
I did. I love the hell out of it.
Yeah, I'll tell you, pedicure is an underrated thing. I mean, men should be doing pedicures.
They give you a foot massage. That's the best.
They do in the legs and the stones or the towels or whatever the hell they do.
They rub the stones. They didn't do
not
that
not your stones.
Did you go to
with stones?
Oh, with stones.
Yeah.
With stones. I see.
It's hot stones.
I thought you had to pay double for that. Actually,
no, we're not massaging your stones. No, that's a different
massage with the happy.
That's the other place. You had the gift card too. You missed that one. But yeah, there was it's a lavender iced tea that we put in this time, but there is a lavender liqueur out there, and it's good. It's good.
Okay.
It is good, but that's that was priceless. I forgot about the pedicure. Let's see.
They rated that place last week. They probably did. They probably did.
Probably. Kyle's got bleach tonight for a sip.
Yeah. I had that already once this year, so I didn't want to double up.
Yeah, the double bleach.
Yeah.
Pejman says in less than 24 months they have gone from the greatest team ever to this fucking pile of donkey diarrhea. That's your Boston Bruins. Benders crying towels. Let's do that.
Crying towels, yeah.
Yeah.
They've won 5 games in the last 2 months. 5.
Yes, 5 games. They've lost. This is a 7-game winless streak, longest since 2009, 2010 when they lost 10 winless games in a row. That team almost could have won the cup if Krejci didn't get hurt. So that was a better roster than this one. But yeah, this is the
longest losing streak in team history was 11 losses in a row, 11 or 12.
Okay,
so they got a shot because this team's, this team's not winning the game. I don't think.
No doubt. I don't think they're winning another. They might win a home game because they do play fairly well at home. They might decide that they're sick of losing. They might win a home game, but I think it's maybe one more game. Right now they're 8th, as producer Connor has told us. Pittsburgh plays tomorrow night against Buffalo with the opportunity to move Boston into 7th best.
Well, Anaheim jumped them tonight, right?
Anaheim jumped them, and then Pittsburgh can jump them tomorrow night.
Yeah.
But if the Sabres win, the Sabres get within 3 points.
I know. Either way,
that's a win.
That's a win.
That's a win. Yeah.
You know what you want? You want that game to go to overtime and then somebody win it because then they both get points.
Both get points. Yes, an overtime game tomorrow night is what we're hoping for.
Yeah,
that's right. Dan Maynard's got the Peach Monster again. It's almost 3 p.m. Thursday there in Australia.
Yeah.
This is great for a guy like Dan Maynard.
Because it's middle of the
right
day
now. It's 3 in the afternoon.
He's loving the hell out of it. Dan, grab your friends. Grab your friends, pull them around the computer so everyone can watch.
He gets to listen to the Benders post-game show on the West Coast as he leaves work.
Yeah.
What part of? Did we ask him what part of Australia he's in?
He lives in Kangaroo Town.
Kangaroo Court. Is he on in the West Coast, the East Coast? In the middle is the desert, right?
Right, the desert. Right.
What's the what is it? Ayers Rock? Is that the big thing in the I think that is, right?
The Ayers Rock?
I think it is.
No.
Yeah, the big giant rock.
Oh, that was it. Yeah.
Ayers Rock. I think that's what it's called. Dan will correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know Australia.
Yeah, I know. I know my geography.
He's from Brisbane, FYI.
Brisbane. Brisbane.
Brisbane.
Right?
Yeah, it's Brisbane.
Brisbane.
Not Brisbane.
Yeah, they don't do like long
Come on,
A's or some
Connor.
shit. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, all you can do is laugh, as Craig Lelieve said earlier tonight, because then that puck went in against Koepke, and that was just, and of course, then the one that went over off Zacha. I don't know in that play. I'd like to ask a goalie. The guys behind the net with the puck, Zacha is standing there with his fist up his ass, but the guys behind the net, Korpisalo's on his knees already. Like, shouldn't he be up at the post, looking over his right shoulder, like standing up at the crossbar?
Usually usually you have like a skate on one of the posts and you're kind of standing up and peeking over your shoulder, depending on what side of the net he's on. So like if he was on, directly behind the net, I guess you got to pick a side. But, if he's on the left, you usually would have your skate like on the right post and then you're looking over your left shoulder back to where he is.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, it just seemed like he was already down.
Yeah,
and when it hits Zacha, goes over. Not that it fucking matters, but
no.
And I'll tell you, Korpisalo made a lot of great saves tonight, and then had that short side fart. But look, he's a backup goalie. Like, you're going to give up some of those.
Well, the second one, he makes the save on the breakaway or whatever, and then hits Callahan and goes in.
Yeah, hit Callahan, go in. Hit Zacha, go in.
Yeah. Then the fourth one was.
And the goal with Killorn with a great pass to Carlson for the goal.
Yeah.
Coming in 2-on-1 on the shorty.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, he roofs it. I mean, that's really not his fault.
No.
That's just being a bad power play again. They went up 11 shorthanded goals. That's second in the league. Anaheim's only their second shorty all year.
I should have put money on that with DraftKings.
Oh my God, that would have been a beaut.
Before it started.
Oh my God, that would have been a beaut. You did call it. Let's see. Producer Connor can confirm I grabbed a second monster, says Dan Maynard. Grabbed a second monster tonight. I don't know why. It's 3 p.m, but okay. Go ahead. I could use a couple of monsters.
Yeah. Monster and with this vodka.
Bricktop 06 just went through this with the Pats' excruciating season. This garbage time is brutal. What one game will be the Bees Buffalo upset game? Something hilarious like the Caps. Maybe they'll rob Ovi. Ovi is 6 away. He can't really do it now, I don't think, unless he gets like a Hattie. It's gonna be tough to do it in Boston now. I would like to see him get within 3. Maybe there's a chance anyway. But I don't know. He has 2 games before the game in Boston, I believe, left. So we'll see what he does there.
Yeah, he could get there.
If he goes 2-2-2, then or 3-1-2 or something.
I mean,
sure.
He could go, 1-1-4.
Yeah. He could go 1-1-4.
The Bruins
against this team. I know it. Pejman says we all know this cannot be fixed in one off season, but here's my 5-step plan for the summer. Fire Dumb and Dumber. That's Neely and Sweeney.
Mm-hmm.
Sign Marner. Okay. Sign Ehlers. Get Swayman right. Re-sign Geekie. Man, I like that plan.
That's a
great plan. I mean, that gets you better.
That was my plan. That's what I want.
That gets you better. That gets you better.
Marner and Ehlers is what I want. It's not going to happen, but that's what I want.
Marner and Ehlers is best case scenario in my opinion. Better than Besser. Than whatever. Bennett and Besser.
That's like an A+ off season.
Yeah.
Like you can't do better than that in the off season.
You can't. That's a great one. Like that's a really great one. It's not going to happen.
No,
that's a really great one. Gold Coast and Queensland. East Coast, Dan Maynard. Queensland.
Yeah. That's like I don't know if they call them states there or
provinces.
Canada, provinces.
Yeah, provinces.
Is it Ayers Rock though? I need to know this.
Ayers Rock? I don't know.
That's a big giant rock in the middle of the place.
Do you ever notice that whenever you are questioning yourself or have a question of anything in life, Connor immediately has the answer?
He does
everything. Like
he's good like that.
Everything.
He has the world at his fingertips.
He does. And a couple of chickens and a pig and a cow.
And a fox. That's
From
terrible.
Connecticut to where? Out is
And
it?
you-
Does
and
he
you
actually
know-
live in Iowa or Illinois? Illinois
I live on the Illinois side of the river.
side of the river.
All right.
Okay.
So he's in Illinois,
But he's
he
a farm boy
goes to Iowa
now.
frequently
Yeah.
goes to Iowa. You know who else lives with him now? T-Boz. T-Boz is there.
T-Boz is out there. I don't
Yeah.
know what happened to him.
He's at Connor's house, but he
he's
has.
at- he's in the basement.
For T-Boz in the basement, really
Yeah.
short, so he can't
He's in the
reach the
basement?
TV.
He
Yeah.
hasn't. Connor hasn't hooked him up with the Wi-Fi password yet, so he's struggling a little
gotcha.
bit. But he'll be back. He'll be back.
Yeah. He'll be back. It's a state biggest on the East Coast. It's Queensland.
Yeah.
The native name, yes, Ayers Rock, Uluru is the native name. Uluru.
See, I didn't know that because I'm
No,
not.
that's a tidbit that you only get here on the Bruins Benders post game live.
You get your Australian geography. Yes, Ayers
yeah.
Rock. So how about that? Look at me.
Yeah, Ayers Rock. Yeah. Joe Bandara says, I haven't watched any games for weeks now, but enjoy watching every episode of Benders. You guys are awesome. Appreciate you, Joe.
Yes, we do.
That a boy, Joseph.
We very much appreciate
Yeah.
you, Joe, and everyone else that is here.
Yes.
For this.
I mean, my goodness, this has been quite the season. Like
1:00 in the morning. We really appreciate all of you people
the
showing up.
numbers on the views of these things
Yeah.
has just been ridiculous. It's just gone ridiculous this season. I mean, it's better than I ever thought it would be, to be honest.
We really do appreciate it. We
We
were
really do.
not sure that we should do this, and you guys have proved that it was worth it, and really appreciative that you guys
Sure.
have all shown up for us. So
And what I've decided is
tell
we're
your
going to do
tell your
shortly.
friends. Tell your friends.
Yeah, tell your friends. Shortly after the season, like maybe like the next week, we're gonna have like a launch party where we're gonna launch the Benders off-air subscription service, the Bruins Benders subscription service. Gonna have not only Benders off-air, it's gonna have other things too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna launch that bad boy.
We are.
A time and date right after the season, and we'll get everybody in here, and we'll give you some sort of discount off of it. We'll give you some sort of perk, for our loyal listeners and watchers. Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good stuff. We're just gonna be idiots for a while.
Yeah.
This
it'll be-
Montreal trip, I mean, the paper bags on our head. We're gonna need multiple.
I don't want to get my ass kicked in Montreal. I might have to go up there with a Cole Caulfield jersey on.
I actually have a Chiefs jersey that I got for the Halloween thing. I
Yeah.
might just wear my Chiefs jersey, not even a Bruins
Charleston
thing.
Chiefs. Yeah,
Yeah, Charleston
Yeah.
Chiefs.
we can do that.
Might do that.
Go up there, put the glasses on, the wigs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny what Nesson does, Michigan Mike, isn't it? Nesson showed Neely's scoring his 50th goal tonight. As people are hoping that he never, picks another player ever again for this hockey club.
Can you
Just
believe
a
that they
reminder.
do the Bruins in 2 thing?
They do Bruins in 2.
Yeah, like after games like this, like who the
Yeah.
fuck would watch this again
Watch
on a
it again.
replay?
And analyze Michael Callahan's game.
My God, like
No,
put on
I
a game where they won like 3 years ago or something.
Yeah. That
Instead,
should be do the throwback.
yeah, give me a Nesson Classics or some
In
shit.
wins, they should do the 2.
Yes,
In losses, they should do a throwback.
yes,
Yes. There you go. Why don't we run Nesson?
we should. We'd have better. They'd have better fucking programming.
Oh my
than
God!
we do now.
There would be FCC would be up our ass, but other than that, it would be pretty good programming. Bricktop 06. Speaking of Nesson, loved having Sophia on the desk rather than the old man Dale. She fucked up a bunch of times, but that's to be expected with a long layoff. So much easier to look at than Dale here. Yeah, you know what? I'll tell you what. Dale is such a blowhard. He's a Maine guy, and hey, you Maine, as B said earlier in the comments, you Maine playing Friday night.
Yeah.
In the NCAA tournament. BC's in it. There's what, eight New England teams? Or
8
something?
New England teams,
Sure.
6 from Hockey East.
6 from Hockey East. Jesus, dominates half the teams from New England.
6 from Hockey East, and then Quinnipiac, and
Yes,
I don't know who the other one is.
Bentley.
Yes,
Yeah.
Waltham, Mass.
Bentley Falcons from Waltham. First
Yeah.
time ever in the
Yeah.
NCAA tournament. That's a great rink
It is a great rink.
in Waltham. Yeah,
Bentley's I watched Bentley play AIC there, I think, or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back when they were Division 2 still or whatever.
No, I
Probably.
think it was a D. Maybe it wasn't a. No, it
Well, they
wasn't.
hadn't gone D1
Oh
quite yet.
no, it was, you know what it was? It was Holy Cross. They played Holy Cross.
Holy Cross. Okay. Yeah. They play BC, and BC's been kind of struggling,
They have.
and people are questioning the cojones they may have. So maybe Bentley Stills on there.
Could be.
Could be. Not trying to start a conspiracy, says Dan Maynard, but Brazzers gets traded and T-Boz disappears. That is so funny. You're right.
Maybe he's a
You're
Wild fan now. Maybe he's a Wild fan.
He's
Maybe
a Wild
he's
fan.
big-
Now
maybe
he's
big-
watching the Wild podcast,
just a big Brazzers guy.
Hockey Gone Wild podcast, or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
Something over there.
Yeah.
It's not as good as this one. Bender's rumors. That is it. That is a good segment. Bender's rumors. We make up our own rumors.
Yeah, I'm an insider. So
Yeah, you are an insider.
yes.
We should do a segment like Smitty, Smitty the Insider or something. Inside Smitty or something. I don't know. But
I don't think anybody wants to see that.
but we should do something like that where it's Smitty the Insider, and you just come up with some
Get all
random inside
my
scoop.
facts wrong. Like
Your
real life.
sources. All your sources.
Yeah.
Yeah. Braz was wearing 15. He knows if he nets 15, T-Buzz gets a T. He's got
That's
number
why-
15 jersey.
That's why he's wearing it.
That's what it is. Last one left. Ducks fan here. Can we have pasta, please? No. Because he's the
No.
only thing worth watching on this horseshit of an organization.
Yeah.
Like, honestly. Like, Pastrnak
Let's see.
continues.
What would
to just-
be what? How about this? We should do this just for shits and giggles because
Okay.
middle of the fucking night, no one cares.
Yeah.
What would be a trade between Anaheim and Boston for David Pastrnak that you would accept? What would
Oh, my God.
What would
Really?
they have to give you for David Pastrnak?
They would have to give, Jesus Christ, they'd have to give me the defenseman, Carlson and McTavish in a first rounder.
So Leo Carlson, Mason McTavish, Mitchikoff's struggling. So would you take Mitchikoff or would you take Jackson Lacombe, who has like 13 goals right now?
I'll take Jackson Lacombe because I didn't know that, and I don't know who Jackson Lacombe is. But let's do that. Lacombe in a first rounder, Carlson and McTavish, and I'd think about it. Like I don't even know if I do that.
Yeah, you probably
There's not a
wouldn't.
lot of people. There's not a lot of packages that I would trade Pastrnak for in the league. There's
Yeah.
not many players in the league I'd trade him for. To be
No.
honest with you, other than McDavid, Draisaitl, McKinnon, Makar, are like four of them. After that, I'd have to think about it. I don't know who else.
Yeah, McDavid, Draisaitl, McKinnon, Makar. I don't know if I would do Makar even.
Really? You wouldn't do
Oh.
Makar?
I probably would, but it's that one makes me think a little bit though.
Yeah,
I
it
know
does.
because he's and he can quarterback the power play and all that, but a lot of his success is he plays a lot with McKinnon.
Oh, I mean, for God's sakes, of course. You have
Yeah.
to. You always have to caveat that with when you play with a player like that. Like,
Yeah,
how will you be without him? You know, just like Geekie right now.
yeah,
You know?
sure. So,
I mean,
yeah, I think those three guys. I think Draisaitl, McDavid, McKinnon, and outside of that,
yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, Dan Maynard's talking about Pasternak's, quote unquote happiness in the comments. I just think that from the get go, from the beginning of the season, it just seems like Pasternak's not playing with the same amount of joy. You know what I mean? Not the same amount of, even when in the beginning of the year when it wasn't like this. It
Yeah.
just doesn't seem like he ever this year got back to being like Pastrnak, like smiling and celebrating goals and being like, I
Yeah,
don't know, it just seemed a little bit off,
I
like all year
Well,
long.
I mean, I don't want to get too much into that because it'll be a drag on everybody. But he went through some shit personally
He did.
that I don't know how quick you can bounce back from that.
Right.
So that could be a reason why. And also because the beginning of the season was a total, shit show.
Yeah,
between Swayman and everybody being hurt,
he
and
was
the team maybe
including
not,
him, including
yeah,
Kostman.
including him, and the team maybe not wanting him to go to the World Championship. So maybe there was a little resentment there, because he should have been rehabbing or whatever instead of playing in that thing. So I think there was a bunch of stuff there. But the entire season for everyone's been a drag, and as soon as you start to lose and the season isn't going the way you want it to go, it's tough to kind of have a positive view when you come to the rink,
Yeah, for sure. T. Hakala says, is Geekie the 2025 version of Coyle, career year playing up the lineup? See, I think you're still not good enough if Geekie, even if he's doing what he's doing now, I still don't love him on your first line. I still think he's like maybe a second line winger. Like maybe. So I don't want him on the first line. I don't care what kind of chemistry they had or have or whatever. I think you need to be better on that wing, on that top line. I think that top line needs to be better.
Well, I don't think he's the issue. I think it's the center.
Yeah, Zacha's just not a great center.
Zacha and Mittelstadt both don't fit there.
No, I think Zacha's a third line winger. To be honest with you, second or third line winger at best. I don't think he's really a great center. And I don't think Lindholm is a good enough offensive center.
No.
And then Poitras tonight had a meltdown. I don't know if you saw Matt Poitras.
Yeah, he took 3 penalties.
Then kicks the puck, and then I don't know, steps on his stick or something, just falls on his ass, like doing this little tantrum on the ice, and then they score. The Czechers score the go ahead goal. He just had a meltdown. He's been playing well. I mean, he had a point streak going, and he has 13 goals down there. But we have seen a little more feistiness from him.
Yeah.
And maybe this is a little bit of an attitude that I don't mind, to be honest with you. Don't mind it.
No,
mind it.
Not at all.
Don't mind it. A shocker, but no mind it. Shocker coming from us, but I don't mind it. As long as it's not, bringing him down, the team down, and as long as it has a place. But
he needs it the way.
That's what he does, and Lysell does too, as we saw tonight. Like I thought there was some bright spots from Lysell. Came down the wing hard, had a good shot on net, had another play, like you said, to Zacha. Zacha's not fucking ready to go. So I'll tell you.
Sorry, John wants tonight, but we do apologize, John, for all the swearing.
Yeah. Go, John. Yeah, it's John even around. But anyway,
John thinks this program is filled with filth.
Yeah, it's filth. It's filth. Yuck.
1:15 in the morning. John's fast asleep.
Yeah. Hey, question for the group. Is
Sure.
there a segment or something that you'd like to see?
Yeah.
On any type of programming from us, the episodes, the post game, the off air. Give me some sort of segment or some sort of topic or theme or something. Give us an idea.
Yeah. Is there something from us that you feel is lacking? Are you missing something?
Are you missing something from us?
Some area that we're not covering that you want us to touch on?
Yeah.
You want us to feel?
Touch it, feel it. Yeah. I heard Zad went home because his lady was having a baby, says Bricktop. Either way, definitely noticed his absence. Yes, and that's a good point. Definitely missed Zadorov tonight. Interesting timing. Okay, what were your thoughts on that whole walk back?
Oh, that's a good question.
That's a good one. What are your thoughts on it? I think it's bullshit. I think that the PR was like, Zaddy, make this better.
Yeah.
Here's what you say. But I think the team. Look, there's something there with Swayman, and I love these either other pods or other, kiss ass. Let's kiss the Bruins ass people out there that say, "Oh, see, told you." There's not, he's well liked, and there's no fucking way. There's something wrong there with Swayman. I don't know to what level, and I don't know what it's really all about, but there's something there with him. And he even said that he had a lot of people to answer to. I mean, he had a lot of people he had to, be better for and stuff. He even said that. Yeah. So there's something there. There's something there with Swayman, and it has to be addressed and has to be figured out. But I'll tell you what, the best way to figure it out is if he plays really well. Because if he plays well, if your teammate plays well and you can't stand him, you'll live with it.
Sure.
You know what? But if he doesn't,
100%.
then you're gonna stick it up his ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. I think in general, goalies are weird, right? A little bit odd, and I think he falls into that category. Everybody was like, "Oh no, he's more of a normal guy," but I don't think he is. I think there's something about his personality that's a little bit off, maybe a little off-putting. Maybe he's a little socially awkward. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But he doesn't say the right things all the time.
No.
Marchand was pissed about him negotiating through the media. 100%.
100%.
And then when you don't play well and you say you want to set the goalie market, that's going to rub people the wrong way.
Of course it does.
Teammates as well as fans. And the fans have certainly been on him all year long with good reason. He hasn't been good.
Right.
So
he has to pick this fight.
8.25 has earned that.
He has.
And then when you do dumb shit when your team's losing, like you want to fight somebody and it was all kind of a show. It wasn't sticking up for a guy. He was down the other end of the ice. You're going to skate all the way down there. You don't know what the fuck is going on. You're going to skate all the way down there and stick up for him. Come on. It's a show, and Zadorov called him out on it. And I'm sure he was frustrated by the game. They got killed. So he probably said something that he wouldn't have said otherwise, but I think he meant it and he felt it at the time. And then he walked it back because he knew he probably shouldn't have said it. But that doesn't mean he didn't feel like that was.
That just wasn't like a frustrating thing for that particular game. That had meaning, dude.
Sure.
Like, I'm sorry. Like, you look at every time we've read between the tea leaves and all that stuff, whatever you call it. Every time we've taken all the signs and paid attention, it's come true at the end. So this is another case. If you're just paying attention and you don't have any particular bias and you don't want to not think your team doesn't like each other or you don't want to blow smoke up the Bruins' ass every 5 seconds, then you'll notice that they don't really love Swayman and there's something there and he needs to get the team back. And the way to get the team back is to play better and not play like an asshole. That's and not be an asshole. If you don't do those two things, then you'll be fine and the team will be much better off. That's it. I mean, So, but there's something there. There is something there. I don't give a shit. And it'll come out at some point in some way.
Sure.
And we'll say, we told you so. If Hampus Lindholm doesn't play hockey again, is the defense actually in a worse position than the offense next year, says Matthew Curtis about an hour ago?
No.
I don't think so. I think the offense is so fucking terrible. Like, the defense will have McAvoy back. Let's say Lindholm can't come back.
Yeah.
You have McAvoy, you have Zadorov, you have Lohrei, you have Peeke, and then you got to get a defenseman for sure. Yeah, but one defenseman can really help out. This team needs like 6 forwards.
Yeah.
Like this is a major issue.
That's why it's because they need more on offense than they do on defense.
Sure.
And part of their problem defensively is that the centers don't know what they're doing in the defensive zone, so the slot's wide open. So, they need help from their forwards defensively as well. And the goalies need it too. Like the shots are coming far more often from high danger areas than they used to. And they're going in because they're like, you watched tonight and it was like they were playing the NHL video game. Like the defenseman was getting the puck and just walking down the slot through the computer players and scoring a goal. Like, I mean, he didn't score, but he was walking in like the Bruins defensemen were like computer AI in a video game that were totally oblivious to what was happening.
Yes. Yeah. and that leads right into this comment by Bricktop. Sway sounds like he types hockey post-game interview into Chat GBT. Such a DB.
Chat
SMH.
But he's a DB.
He's a DB.
He is.
Yeah. Oh my God. Let's see. Misheard Words podcast segment. Oh, how about this? Do you ever see the comedian who does a misheard lyrics? It's freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
That reminds me of like the song by Billy Joel, Keeping the Faith.
Yeah.
In the very beginning, when that song came out, I thought he was saying kick in the face.
Yeah.
It was a kick in the face. Yeah. every time, and I'm belting it loud and clear for everybody here. Smitty, bang on. I noticed too many players just stop once the puck wasn't on them. Completely stop and stare into the ceiling.
Yeah. I don't know what to. I honestly I don't know what to say about the team anymore. It's so bad that I don't remember which commenter said it, but you just have to laugh now. I mean, it's so bad.
It's so bad.
Have to watch them and be like, this is just common.
And then something else will happen, like the Koepke goal, and then like the goal off Zacha, and something else will happen, the Callahan thing, and you just be like, wow, you know.
Dewey Splain says this team is a literal asshole.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's great. Let's see. Murphy indicated Sway's no trade is effective this July, not next July. Can Connor confirm? I thought it was next July. I thought he had 2 years, 2 seasons before it kicked in. That's what I thought. But you know, if Jimmy says it, then let's speak it into existence. Odysseys, kudos to you. I've mentally detached temporarily from this team since Pasta's point streak ended, but you do this every fucking game. Kudos. Thank you, Odysseys.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Dan Maynard says, I can't think of anything to add for segments, but I'll have to think on it. Really keen for this postseason content, though. It's October 2026. It kicks in. So so not this season. Next season, this coming season, but the next season. So he has one more year.
24-25 season. Next year is the 25-26, then 26-27 kicks in.
Okay. I thought
October of 26, so that would be the start of the 26-27 season. Yeah.
Okay. I thought that was like God chiming in for a second. It was like,
I thought he was Cher for a second. He was just one more time.
Oh my God! What's that song? Jesse James, just like Jesse James. Yeah. So Connor has no internet, so he's working on like a Dixie cup and string.
He's got his tinfoil hat on. Maybe T-Boz split the internet cable. He's stealing an internet. He's pulling it into the basement. So yeah, Connor's handicapped right now. He's trying the best he can with gerbils working the power at his house or something.
Yeah, sure. Funny phrases from around the world. Bang on, that Dan Maynard just said. Bang on is a really good.
Bang on.
We should start use bang on.
It's bang on.
Yeah, we should think about some funny phrases from around the world since we have so many people from around the world.
Yeah, we should.
Here. What are the Swedish sayings, Odysseys? Let us know.
Yeah, teach us some Swedish swears.
Swears from around the world. Hey, it's ties right into sorry, John. Like
swears from around the world.
Bang on is not bang a gong, get it on. What was that song?
Yeah, bang a gong. That's who's that? Power Station?
Power Station. Yeah, is that Power Station? Yeah.
Get it on.
Yeah. Bang on, I don't believe is it?
What?
Do you say bang on regularly?
No,
I don't say bang on. I don't know what bang.
You say
bang on might mean something different.
You say you want to bang a lot.
Yeah, I say I want to bang, but that's kind of universal. T-Rex says Camburger. Okay, T-Rex. Want a good Australian saying? When you are here to do a good job, you say, "I didn't come here to fuck spiders."
There it is.
Let's go.
That I'm all about that thing because spiders will kill you. So certainly don't want to fuck them.
No, you don't want to,
because they'll kill you.
No. How do you? I mean, wow. Bang on means exactly right. Like, hey, bang on.
Bang on, exactly right.
Yeah, Jimmies are candies in New England. Yes, Jimmies are not condoms all the time.
Jimmies are sprinkles.
Sprinkles. Yeah, the sprinkles. Yeah, Jimmy's. Chocolate,
Everywhere else they call
right?
them chocolate sprinkles or rainbow sprinkles.
Rainbow sprinkles. Yeah.
In New England, Jimmy's are chocolate sprinkles.
Yeah.
Yes.
Speaking of around the world, how do UK guys react to your show? Because benders are very different over there than here. What's a bender in the UK?
So that's probably a drunk person.
Oh, bent.
Yeah.
I don't know. They also use the C word way more than Americans like.
They do. Yes, they do.
Australia. Yeah, that's a Smitty. Smitty's a C word guy. He is. God bless.
I'm a fan.
Yeah. Thongs in Australia are what you might call sandals.
Yeah. Those are flip-flops.
Why? You got thongs on your feet? That's kinky.
Yeah.
No,
that's flip-flops.
Yeah. We get pedicures and thongs on our feet.
Thongs on our feet.
That's the thing. So they gave you those little $2 ones at the pedicure place. If you're getting if a woman's getting her toes painted, the nails painted, they give you those, for cocktail little thong.
Oh, they give what they give you? Those the toe spreaders. They give
toe
you
spreaders
to keep your toes apart.
Yeah. Yeah, the toe spreaders. That sounds
I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, the toe spreaders. I think you should market it as the toe spreaders. It flies off the
toe spreaders.
Yeah. What the hell? Just toast. I mean, call it what it is. I mean, let's just be straight to the point. Can I get a pair of toe spreaders? Imagine being a toe spreader salesman. Yeah. I would. What do you do for a living? I'm a toe spreader salesman. Huh? Yeah. Yeah.
There's other kinds of toes, so maybe maybe there's other.
Yeah. The in-betweeners. I don't know. Have you watched the in-betweeners? I don't even know what that is. We should take a video of us getting manis and petties. Not manis, petties. Do you get manis? Have you gotten a mani before?
Come on, dude.
No. Come on, dude. He had to drag his ass with the raw gift card to get a pedicure
in my entire life that you made me go to.
Come on, dude. You did it for research purposes.
I did it for research purposes. I've never been back. So
well, they don't allow you back. You're trying to cheat the system.
I did. They saw me coming and they locked the door.
Like you got banned from
a bender is a bloke who likes to get bent over. So essentially, somebody who enjoys
same gender relations.
Yes.
Okay.
A nice way of putting it.
Yeah, that's a nice way of putting it. We benders is a hockey term for a bad skater.
Yeah.
In this case, that's kind of weird.
A slang term for a bad. It talks about like having bent ankles, so you can't skate well. Okay. And it's also somebody who will go on a bender as somebody who drinks a lot. Bender in the UK is a homosexual. So they
I can't take it. Oh my god.
Jesus. I guess we should have chosen the name.
I mean, really. I mean, of all the names, seriously,
we should have chosen the name better.
Why our UK numbers are so low?
We didn't think we were going to be worldwide.
Oh my god! That's why the numbers are so low in the UK. I didn't know it. Now I do.
Yeah.
Jesus, that's something. The Bruins are fucked when these two are talking about getting bent over and toe spreaders. Yes, Nat Pat, that is correct. That's a 9 games left, and there's no.
It's also 1:30 in the morning, and
1:30ish.
They just lost 6-2 to one of the worst teams. So,
oh my god, they just keep getting blasted by bad teams. The Swedish swear
is officially the alternate name for the pod. Can we call ourselves? Can we put that on like Apple Play in the UK, Apple Store in the UK? Can we call it the Bear Fuckers Podcast?
Oh my god!
Can you put Bear Fuckers in fine print?
What should we change the name to in the UK so that people would actually listen to the program? That's what we need to know.
I can't take it.
That's what we need to know.
We got to go on assignment in the UK.
Yeah.
As the Benders. Yeah. See, how we're received.
Yeah, see how well we're received.
Oh,
We wanted to
God.
go to London. I'm not sure we want to go anymore.
Holy shit! Yeah, I don't know now. The Benders.
We're gonna think everyone's gonna think we're bear fuckers. We gotta come up with some kind of.
Oh my God! I mean, the bear fuck. I don't know. Can I hashtag bear fuckers? Can I even do that?
This is what subscription content is gonna be.
It is
gonna be.
This is it.
Going to be a lot more of this.
Is it. I mean, it's going to be one of those not for everybody, but hey, if you got $5 in your pocket, fire it at the laptop.
Yeah.
The Swedish swears are the worst. Helvets Javla skit. The Finns have more of an oomph. Satana Perkel. But Greek, my origins are the best. The bees, they're a bunch of malaks, wankers. Oh, wankers I learned from Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
Ted Lasso, they said wankers a lot. Ted Lasso's coming back for a fourth season.
Yeah, it is. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. BJ and the Benders. Yeah, that's a good maybe we should change the Benders off here to BJ and the Benders.
BJ and the Benders.
Yeah.
I think you should change Twitter to Mr. Bearfucker.
Oh my God almighty. Yeah. Mr. Bender.
Yeah. Mr. Bearfucker.
Jesus. Mr. Bearfucker. Hey, anything else at 1:33 a.m. Eastern Standard Time?
But he said, imagine the Bearfuckers subscription coming across.
Yeah. Oh my God. Bearfucker subscription. Oh my God. We have to give it a different code.
I mean, Jesus, you'd be better off subscribing to porn.
I know.
If that was going to be it. Yeah. I mean, Jesus.
Only Benders. We're going to do only Benders. Now we're going to do Bearfuckers instead.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need to start screaming and crying in anger like Steve Dangle, and you will start getting massive numbers. Yeah, I've noticed that. Like scream at the TV or.
I mean, when I'm mad enough, I'll do that.
Yeah, sure. Well, On Thin Ice, the very first On Thin Ice you did, got like 1,000 views because you were just screaming into your telephone.
Yeah, I was.
It was.
That's on that's on the website. After I went, After I went for a run or a walk, I was outside and got my reaction to the Linus on my trade in real time.
Sure. B says, I've just started admitting that I even know Matty. Now I'm going to put Mr. Bearfucker on there. I'll end that quickly. Put he fucked me on the back of a bee. Seriously. Jesus. Oh God. Bearfucker. 1-900 Bearfucker. Oh God. We need a like a whiner line, like a Bender's line.
Oh my God. We're never going to be able to live this down now.
Oh my God. Now we're in trouble. Now we're in trouble. My dad will stop inviting you over. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, probably. Oh my God. This is so Benders are wow, I didn't know that. Well, now we know.
Yeah.
Now we have to be blacked out in the UK.
Yeah.
Blacked out in the UK. So the Bruins are in the 8th spot. They've got Detroit Saturday night. That's at Detroit. That's a loss. Let's be honest. Then Washington, I believe, coming back home on the 1st. They got the Devils a couple of times. They got Pittsburgh in there. I think Buffalo again, maybe. 9 to go.
We're gonna be in Montreal for the Bruins Canadians, and we're gonna still be up there for the Carolina game. So we're gonna have to do a post game, and we're gonna be traveling back on the Sunday, and the Bruins play the Sabres on that Sunday. So that one might be tough.
That one might be tough. Or we just go on our phones and fucking, I don't know. On the road warriors.
Yeah.
But yeah, Carolina. I forgot about Carolina. Yes. There's not a lot of wins to be had. Bruins Benders shirt, a brown bear bent over with a fisheye, looking back with a one eye. Used to call it the fisheye. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. If Steve Dangle was Bruins fan this year, he would get throat. Jesus. He would be. Yeah, he'd be screaming a lot. A lot.
Oh no, Dan Maynard said just.
Bender is the same in Australia.
Oh yeah, because they're a UK.
Yeah. Jesus, around the world, they're gonna think we're something completely different than what we are. They're gonna think we're buddies.
I guess.
Oh my god. Well, Benders after
They're gonna
hours.
think you're fucking.
Yeah. Benders after hours. Yeah. Do a Benders after hours. We should do like in honor of like the late post games. Every once in a while, just come on at like 1 a.m. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone would come on.
Yeah.
Let's predict how many games the Bruins will win the rest of the year. I guess one. I do too, Nat Pat. I think they'll win one home game. Not sure who it is, but they'll win one game at home. They'll go 1-8. There you go. Is that?
I'm going to say 2.
Two wins.
2 games.
Okay. 2 wins. So they'll go 2-7 or some combination of that.
Yeah, because
They
what
won 8.
I really think is they're going to lose them all. But I'm gonna be positive tonight.
Tonight. Benders after dark. 0 says Fox Guy. 2 says Dan Maynard. 1 road, 1 home. God bless. On the road, they are dreadful.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked if it is 0, says Dan. Maybe they win like at Jersey. They've got some injuries. They won't be playing for much. That's the other thing. They may have some teams not playing for much at the end of the year. So they might
11, 22, and 3 on the road.
Jesus, that's terrible.
Mhm.
11, 22, and 3. God, that's bad.
Mhm.
That's really a good indication if a team's going to make a run in the Stanley in any type of playoff in any league, any professional league. Because I always look at road record.
Sure.
But if you're winning on the road, you have a real chance to win those hard road games in the playoffs. And this team sucks on the road, so they had no chance at all. Chicago's on the. That's right. We'll beat the Blackhawks, and that's it. The Blackhawks are in there. So,
is that home or away?
That is home, I believe.
In Chicago.
Oh, it's in Chicago.
It's
well,
in
that might be an
Chicago.
L then.
Yep.
Chicago's 14 and 18 and 4 at home.
Okay.
7, 24 and 5 on the road. Wow.
Jesus, that's bad. That's really bad.
Nashville only has 9 wins on the road, but they beat you.
They beat 6-2 or whatever it was. Like they killed you.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, Pastrnak and Mittelstadt were each -5 tonight.
Yeah, I mean, at one point during the game, Pastrnak tried like a toe drag around someone in his own zone, and it got stolen, and they turned it over and scored.
Yeah.
So like it was, like at that point, like I said, it was like, who gives a shit? Like you're trying to lose games at this point.
I think Pasternak's in like, I'm going to just try to do different shit. Like he's like experimenting with different moves.
He's trying to score, trying to get some points.
Yeah.
Get over 90 points and doesn't really care if they win anymore. Because I don't think the team wants them to win. I don't think anybody's trying very hard to win. I think when they broke up the Zacha, Geekie, Pastrnak line because they wanted to see Mittelstadt there, I think that told the team, look, we're trying some different shit now. Like we're out of it. We're just going to try to see what combinations, can work. And if, that'll spark anything. They don't care.
No, they don't anymore. No, they don't. They don't. And some of these players aren't going to be on the team next year. I mean, there's some guys, Lettieri, Koepke might not be. Khustnidinov, I don't know. I mean, here's the other thing about Khustnidinov. He gets past his 80 games, so now you have to clear him through waivers.
Yeah.
So this would probably mean they'll make every effort to have him make the roster next year, or they'll have to pass him through waivers and risk losing him.
Yeah.
So that kind of gives him an opportunity to play in a little bit longer on the team. So I think he'll be on the roster next season to start.
Yeah.
Unless you let him go and you don't get anything from Brazo, which, at the end of the world. I don't
who cares?
But sixth rounder. Yeah. They think the 11-year-olds would win against the Pee Wee League. I think they'd be more organized. Hey, look they can win 1-0. They can put it off Zacha's ass and win 1-0 because the Bruins can't score.
Yeah.
So there you go. Well, all right. Bruins lose it 6-2 to the Anaheim Ducks. So now in the eighth spot, and climbing. They could go to 7 if Pittsburgh beats Buffalo tomorrow night, but we want an overtime win for the Penguins.
Yes.
And that'll do it. So Saturday night after Detroit Red Wings, Detroit Rock City. We'll be back at it. Thanks a lot tonight. Great late night with you folks. We'll do it again Saturday. As always, go Bruins.
Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.